Picture this: Paris, the global capital of style, flashing lights bouncing off marble floors, couture gowns flowing like liquid silk, and cameras clicking at a speed that could rival the wings of a hummingbird. The Paris Fashion Week has always been a stage where trends are born, designers become legends, and celebrities turn sidewalks into personal runways. But this year, there was one moment, barely a blink, that transformed a glamorous event into a worldwide headline. In the middle of the glitz and glamour, Selena Gomez, known for her grace, her unapologetic honesty, and that magnetic aura that somehow feels both royal and girl next door, crossed paths with Hailey Bieber, the model entrepreneur whose every move is dissected, praised, and critiqued in equal measure. It wasn't a dramatic confrontation, no raised voices or spilled champagne. No, it was something far more subtle, a glance, a shift in body language, a silence that was so loud it practically screamed. And just like that, the internet caught fire. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. It is free and help us bring you enjoyable content. And of course, watch till the end. Now, if you're new to the Selena-Hailey saga, you might wonder why a single glance could unleash thousands of tweets, TikToks, and think pieces. But for those who have followed the intricate web of relationships, unfollows, reconciliations, and shade, whether intentional or not, this was not just a coincidence. It was a revival of a storyline that has kept fans, media, and brands on edge for over a decade. This wasn't just about two women at a fashion show. It was about history, heartbreak, celebrity culture, and the way the public projects their own narratives onto people who happen to live their lives in front of millions. Fashion Week in Paris is no stranger to viral moments. Remember when Lady Gaga strutted in 10-inch platforms like gravity was optional? Or when Kanye West's surprise appearances turned shows into cultural earthquakes? But this time, it wasn't about outrageous outfits or shock factor performances. It was about tension so thick you could almost see it shimmering under the runway lights. Selena arrived looking effortlessly radiant, draped in a gown that balanced timeless elegance with modern boldness. Her presence was met with the usual flash frenzy, paparazzi shouting her name, fans cheering, fashion critics scribbling notes about how she had once again nailed the delicate balance between celebrity and relatable icon. A few hours later, Hailey Bieber walked into the same event, sleek as ever, her look minimalistic yet striking in that way only a seasoned model can pull off. Cameras turned, flashes burst, and suddenly the spotlight wasn't just on what they were wearing, it was on the invisible electricity between them. They didn't speak. They didn't hug. They didn't even exchange more than the briefest of glances. But oh, that glance. For seasoned fans, it was as though years of history condensed into a single millisecond. Social media exploded. TikTok slowed down the footage frame by frame, analyzing lip movements, eye flickers, the positioning of hands. Twitter, or X if we're being current, turned into a battlefield of interpretations. Selena looked unbothered. Hailey was clearly trying not to look at her. This is giving 2023 Paris restaurant vibes. The theories spiraled, as they always do, because in the world of celebrity narratives, silence speaks volumes. Every saga needs a beginning, and for this one, it starts in 2010 with Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber. At the time, Justin was the floppy-haired teen idol whose songs were on every radio station, while Selena was breaking out of her Disney Channel cocoon into full-fledged stardom. Together, they were the ultimate teen power couple, the kind of love story that fans could project their own dreams onto. Their relationship, however, wasn't a fairy tale. It was messy, passionate, and public. Between 2010 and 2018, they broke up and reconciled more times than most of us switched streaming subscriptions. Every breakup spawned rumors, every reconciliation sparked hope, and every song lyric was dissected for hidden meanings. Fans didn't just watch their love story, they lived it alongside them, assigning themselves roles as cheerleaders, detectives, and sometimes even referees. Then, in 2018, came the twist that turned the story into legend. After their final breakup, Justin reconnected with Hailey Baldwin, yes, before she became Mrs. Bieber. Within months, they were engaged. Shortly after, they were married. It was sudden, shocking, and for many fans of Yelena, the nickname given to Justin and Selena, it felt like the end of an era. The narrative practically wrote itself. Selena, the heartbroken ex, and Hailey, the new wife who supposedly won. But life, of course, is more complicated than fan fiction. The truth? Only the people involved really know. The perception, however, became a cultural phenomenon, feeding gossip blogs, social media debates, and endless speculation. And in that perception lies the power of the Selena-Hailey story. Fast forward to June 2025, and what should have been a routine update to their social media presence turned into a digital earthquake. Selena and Hailey unfollowed each other on Instagram, ending a delicate peace treaty that had lasted 27 months. To the average person, unfollowing someone might be a subtle act, maybe even accidental. But when you're Selena Gomez or Hailey Bieber, it's headline news. Fans dissected the move with the intensity of seasoned detectives. Was this triggered by something Justin posted, a cryptic caption that could be read as a jab? Was it business-related, maybe something behind the scenes with brands? Or was it simply the result of two women deciding, privately, that peace on social media wasn't reflective of reality? What made this unfollow so monumental was the context. In 2023, Selena and Hailey had surprised everyone by appearing in the same space, even posing for a photo together at an event. It was supposed to be a moment of reconciliation, proof that the drama was over. Add to that Selena publicly liking a post about Hailey's skincare line launch, supporting her business, no less, and fans dared to believe in a truce. But as history has shown, nothing in this triangle is ever that simple. Let's not forget the professional stakes in this drama. Selena Gomez isn't just a singer, she's an actress, a producer, and the brains behind Rare Beauty, a billion-dollar cosmetics brand that has reshaped the beauty industry. Her every move is scrutinized not only by fans, but also by investors, collaborators, and media outlets. A casual moment of tension with Hailey isn't just gossip. It can impact how the public perceives her brand of kindness, authenticity, and empowerment. Hailey, on the other hand, has carved her own empire as a model and entrepreneur. Rhode, her skincare brand, is climbing the ranks in a highly competitive market. For her, public image is everything. The association or disassociation with Selena can influence not just fan opinion, but also brand partnerships, media coverage, and the overall narrative of her career. In short, the Paris Fashion Week glance wasn't just about personal history. It was about reputations, legacies, and careers. And in an industry where image is currency, even silence can cost millions. So why do we care so much? Why does the world stop spinning when Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber happen to be in the same room? The answer might be less about them and more about us. Their story taps into universal themes: love, heartbreak, moving on, rivalry, and the idea that sometimes closure is more complicated than we'd like. Fans project their own experiences onto the saga. Who hasn't felt replaced? Who hasn't wondered what it would be like to see an ex with someone new? In a way, Selena and Hailey aren't just celebrities. They're mirrors reflecting our own insecurities, curiosities, and what-ifs. On top of that, we live in an age where celebrity culture has become participatory. It's no longer just about watching from a distance. It's about interacting, speculating, even creating content that becomes part of the story itself. Fans aren't passive consumers, they're co-authors of the narrative. And when the Paris Fashion Week moment happened, the collective internet picked up its pen and wrote 1,000 interpretations. If there's one thing that Paris Fashion Week proved, it's that the Selena-Hailey saga is far from finished. Their lives will continue to intertwine, whether through professional overlaps, shared social circles, or simply the unrelenting gaze of the public. The fascination isn't going away. Every red carpet, every Instagram post, every fleeting glance will be watched, analyzed, and turned into cultural commentary. In the end, Paris Fashion Week gave us more than just dazzling gowns and groundbreaking fashion. It gave us a reminder of how celebrity culture works in the digital age. A single look can overshadow entire collections. A subtle shift in body language can reignite a decade of speculation. And two women who, by all accounts, are simply trying to live their lives, become symbols of a story that the world refuses to let go. The truth? We may never know exactly what's going on behind the scenes. But maybe that's not the point. The point is the conversation, the curiosity, the way a single moment can connect millions of strangers in shared fascination. And as long as Selena and Hailey continue to cross paths, we'll continue to watch, to wonder, and to debate. So the next time you see a headline about them, ask yourself this: are you watching because of them, or because, in some strange way, you see a little bit of yourself in their story? Now I want to hear from you. Do you think the Selena-Hailey saga is blown out of proportion, or do you believe every glance tells a story? Drop your thoughts in the comments, share this article with your fellow pop culture detectives, and let's keep the conversation going. After all, in the age of social media, the story doesn't end when the event does. It ends when we stop talking about it. And judging by Paris Fashion Week, that won't be anytime soon.